Good morning, Shiloh Wildcats. Miss Miller here again to teach your math lesson 13-4 on making sense and persevering of different flat shapes and solid shapes, or 2D and 3D. So we're going to look at some different ones and see if we can figure out what they're talking about. They're going to give us clues today. Let's get started. All right. Listen up.
Look at the flat shapes and solid figures. Circle all the solid figures. How many did you find? How many shapes are there in all? Without counting, how many flat shapes are there? Then count to check your answer.
All right, so they want us to circle all the solid figures. Now, as a review, remember a solid figure is a figure that is not flat. It cannot fit into a folder. That's the way I like to talk about it. So a cube, a sphere, a cylinder, a cone, those cannot fit into a folder. But if you just had a piece of paper that was cut out like a triangle, that would be flat. A square, a rectangle, a circle, all of those could just be cut out and put flat into your folder. So let's take a look. It says circle all the solid figures. And remember, when we're looking at a solid figure on our paper, you can usually see a little bit of extra dimension. You might see a couple extra shapes or these little glares that they show to kind of show that it's rounded. Or this cube right here. See how we can see three different sides of it? So usually you can see more than one side except the sphere. The sphere is kind of difficult. Let's see if we can figure it out. I'm going to give you a minute to see if you can circle all the solid figures. And how many are there? You try first for a minute. Get all these shapes. Circle the ones that are solid, are not flat. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Right up here, we have a cylinder. Is a cylinder solid? It sure is. We're going to circle it. A cylinder is solid. What about a square? This is not a cube because you can't see any other parts. This is a square. Nope, square is flat. Ooh, here is a sphere. Is a sphere solid? Sure is. Go ahead and circle it. A triangle. Triangle is flat. If it had extra sides, it would be a pyramid. Then that would be a solid figure, but this one is a flat triangle. Oh, here's another cylinder. It's just laying on its side. So we will go ahead and circle a cylinder. Down here you have a cube. Is a cube flat or solid? You're right, it's solid, so we're going to go ahead and circle it. Here we have a rectangle. A rectangle is a flat figure, so we are not going to circle that one. Down here we have a circle. You're right, not going to circle it. That is a flat shape, flat figure. Here we have another triangle. It's just shaped a little bit differently. So nope, we're not going to circle that one. That one is not solid. That one is also flat. And last we have a cone. Think of a party hat that goes on your head. Is that a solid figure? Sure is. All right, now we have to count well, first they want us to count how many there are in all. Let's count how many shapes there are in all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now without counting, look quickly, how many flat shapes do you see? Give your answer and then count to check if you're right. Great, good job. And then after you do that, go ahead and flip your paper. Do the heart flip. This page.
Jackson has three shapes: a cube, a sphere, and a cone. Jackson has two clues about one of the shapes. Can you help Jackson find out which one of the shapes the clues describe?
Listen to the clues.
Here is the first clue. I am a shape that rolls. What shape am I? Can you tell which shape is being described by that clue?
Think about that for a minute. The only clue they gave is that the shape can roll. Can a cube roll? No. Can a sphere roll? Yes. Can a cone roll? Remember, a cone has a rounded or curved body, so a cone can roll. So you can't tell what shape it is just by that one clue, because it could be the sphere or the cone. Let's see if we were right.
No, you cannot tell. Why not? Both the sphere and the cone can roll. Why is there an X on the cube?
Why do you think they put an X on the cube? So far, the only clue they gave us was that the shape can roll. Can a cube roll? No, it cannot. So based on the first clue, we can already cross off the cube. We know it's not the cube. Let's see if we're right.
The cube is the only shape that cannot roll. So you can cross off the cube. Here is the second clue. I look like a baseball. Which shape am I? Which shape does not fit the clue?
We're going to try it.
Select each clue to show which shapes it describes.
All right.
This clue describes both the sphere and the cone. They can both roll. You can cross off the cube.
Okay, I'm sorry. This one, I thought they would read it. It says, I am a shape that rolls. What shape am I? You can cross off the cube, they said, because it cannot roll. And the second clue.
This clue describes the sphere. It is the only shape that looks like a baseball. You can cross off the cone and the cube.
This clue said, I look like a baseball. What shape am I? So this pretty much, we just did the same thing they shared on the video. Let's go ahead.
The cone does not fit the clue. Now, can you tell which shape is being described? Yes. Which shape is left? The sphere. How do you know the sphere is the correct shape?
How do you know? How do you know the sphere is the correct shape? Let's find out.
It rolls and it looks like a baseball, so it fits both clues. You helped Jackson use clues to identify the shape.
All right, good job, friends. Now you're going to start with number 1. Today is all about giving clues and guessing what shape it is. All right, so number 1 they did for us, but we're still going to go over it. Number 1. Well, first of all, it says, listen to the clues, mark an X on the shapes that do not fit the clues, and then draw a circle around the shape that the clues describe. Number 1 says, I am a solid figure. So the first clue is I am a solid figure. If you look at your, excuse me, if you look at your 3 shapes here, let's start with the triangle. Is a triangle a solid figure? Nope, it's not. So we can go ahead and cross that one off right away. Is the cone solid? Yes. Is the cube solid? Yes. All right. The second clue says I can roll. So we know it's not the triangle because the triangle is flat. What, can a cone roll? Yes. Can a cube roll? No. So we can go ahead and cross off the cube too. So we think we already know what it is. There's only one left, but they still gave us one more clue. The third clue is I have only one flat surface. A cube has lots of flat surfaces. It actually has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 flat surfaces on a cube and 1 flat surface on the bottom of a cone. So the cone is a solid figure. It can roll and it has only 1 flat surface. Good job. Number 2, they didn't do it for us, so we have to use the clues to figure it out. The first clue is I am a solid figure. Is a sphere solid? Yep. Is a cube solid? Yep. Is a cylinder solid? Yep. So we cannot cross anything off based on the first clue. The second clue, I can roll. Can a sphere roll? Yes. Can a cube roll? Nope. So we can cross off the cube. Can a cylinder roll? Yes. So it's either the sphere or the cylinder. The third clue is I can also stack. Can a sphere stack? Does a sphere have a flat surface anywhere? No, it does not. It cannot stack. So we're going to cross that off. So we're left with a cylinder. This cylinder is solid. It can roll and it can stack. So go ahead and circle that cylinder. Good job. All right, flip your paper like a pancake and you will see this page right here. And we are going to do the same thing on this one. Actually, this one you are supposed to do by yourself. This one is the independent practice page. So I am just going to go over the clues for you on each one and see if you can figure it out. Number 3, right here, look at your paper. The clues are, I am a solid figure. How about this? I'm going to do the first 2 with you, and then I'll just give the clues for the rest. So number 3, I am a solid figure. So first, let's look, is a cube solid? Yes. Is a circle solid? Nope. A circle is just a flat shape. Is a cylinder solid? Yes. All right. The second clue is I can stack and slide. Think about our lessons from last week. Which shapes can stack on top of each other and slide? So here I have a cube. I don't have my cylinder anymore, but I have my coffee cup, which kind of looks like a cylinder. So we have a cube. Can a cube stack on top of a cylinder? Yep. Can a cylinder stack on top of a cube? Yep. Wow, so we can't cross any shapes off with that clue. I can stack. Oh, and they both have a flat surface, so they can slide. They can both slide. So we can't cross any off yet. Ooh, the last clue is I have 6 flat surfaces. And I just talked about that on the page before. Which of these shapes has 6 flat surfaces? The cube or the cylinder? You're right, it's the cube. The cylinder only has 2 flat surfaces, one on the top and one on the bottom. So we will cross that one off. And the cube is your shape that they were looking for. All right, let's move over here to number 4. We'll do this one together as well. I am a solid figure. Is a sphere solid? Yep. Is a cylinder solid? Yep. Is a cone solid? Yep. All right, so we can't cross any off yet. The next clue is I can slide. So it has to have a flat surface to be able to slide. Can a sphere slide? No, a sphere rolls. Can a cylinder slide? It has 2 flat surfaces. Yes. And can a cone slide? It has 1 flat surface on the bottom. Yes, you could slide those across the surface. All right, so we can't cross any off with that clue. The last clue is I have only 1 flat surface. How many flat surfaces does a cylinder have? 1, 2. Oh, it has 2, so we have to cross them off. How many flat surfaces does a cone have? 1 right on the bottom. Good job. So it must be the cone. All right. Now your turn to do the rest, but I am going to give you all of the clues. Number 5, look at each shape. The first clue is I am a solid figure. So first, cross off any of these shapes that are not solid. The next clue is I can roll. So cross off any of the shapes that cannot roll because the shape you're looking for can roll. And the last clue is I do not have any flat surfaces. What shape am I? You guys can figure that one out. Go ahead and pause my video if you need more time. I'm going to move on to number 6. Number 6, the first clue, I am a flat shape. So look at all three shapes. If it's flat, you leave it. If it's not flat, you cross it off. The next clue is I have 4 sides. So look at each shape. Which shapes have 4 sides? If they don't have 4 sides, you cross it off. And the last clue is all of my sides are the same length. So every side, every flat edge that you see will be the same length on this one. What shape am I? Think about that for a minute. All right, number 7. We have 3 shapes here. The first clue is I am a flat shape. So look at all 3 of your shapes. Which ones are flat and which ones are not flat? If it's not flat, go ahead and cross it off. The second clue is I do not have any straight sides. No straight sides. What shape am I? Only 2 clues for that one. I am a flat shape and I do not have any straight sides. All right, and number 8. Look at your 3 figures. The clues are I am a solid figure, I can roll, and I have 2 flat surfaces. So first, cross off any that are not solid, cross off any that cannot roll, and then cross off any that do not have 2 flat surfaces. What shape am I? Good luck. I know you guys can do this one. So you do these 4 on your own. I know you can do it. All right, and then go ahead and flip it, do the hard flip to the back page. This one's a little bit trickier. This one you will have to play with somebody in your home. It says, look at the shape at the top of your page. Emily's teacher teaches the class a game. They have to give a friend clues about the mystery shape. So this is your mystery shape. You can't tell whoever you're giving clues to. You can't tell them what shape this is. You need to give clues about the mystery shape and then think, what clues could she give about this shape? So now when you play, you have to think, what is this shape and what makes it special? What clues could you give, or what makes it special? Think about those things before you give your clues. Now, what clues could you give about the shape? Think about all the things we talked about, all the clues they gave us throughout this whole worksheet that you just did. What kind of clues did you hear? What clues could you give about the shape? Think about how it looks, whether or not it can roll, stack, or slide. Those are very good clues. Also think about if it's a solid figure or a flat figure. And then, what could you do if your friend gives you the wrong answer? Are there any other clues you could give them to help figure it out? So this page is more like a game. You need to hide the shape from somebody and give them clues about it and see if they can guess it. All right, good job. All right, good luck. You guys do some hard work on your math today, and I will see you tomorrow with lesson 13-5. See you later. Bye-bye.